So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied.
Shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what a... And a chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Look at the space. Oh, shooting chance! And that is quite wonderful. About as smooth as it gets. Manchester United take the lead. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Best. Pass is just off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Doué. He's picked his way through. Lovely feet. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That has been slung wide. Can he get on the end of this? He's a sharp little ball here. Not the most accurate pass.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's looking wide. Rashford will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Iniesta. Now it's Doué. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Doué. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Iniesta conjures time and space where few can. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Doué. Doué goes steaming forward. He is through here! And he's made sure that's not getting through. Iniesta. Oh, that's well spotted. Threads one in. He has a look up. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great vision. And he's managed to get free. Vieira. Iniesta. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Stojkovic is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Played into the middle. He's tried one! No, not quite.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Played into space out wide. Rashford stood his ground strongly. Thuram hurtling down that right flank. Can he get onto this? Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Taken back almost at once. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Doué.
That's good play from him.
He has found the way through. Doué! Oh, that pass isn't the best. Crosses it in, climbs up big! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Real chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Kaka. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that has left him in a heap. Thuram knocks it into space. That has not gone well. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Serginho. Manchester United still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Quick look. A header! Oh, there's a probing ball.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Chance for a shot! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be...
There's the header! He has done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 21.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Manchester United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Number 20, Neymar. Number 4,
the pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Neymar. That has ended up in no man's land. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, they've got it again. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
It's a pretty loose pass, and that's been won straight back. It's come to nothing. Well, that is one way to stop him. Nicely weighted ball, and he's in on goal. Shot, surely! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him. but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Ah, he's given it away. Now it's Bojan. Thuram was in no mood for any of that. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is. Oh, terrible pass. Rice. Kajolu. Oh, that's fabulous. Has a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that is as far as it goes. Manchester United have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic
What are your
to be
thoughts on
heavy
today's
after the
game then,
final
Jim?
whistle today.
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And already we're underway here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Kaká. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Shevchenko. Kaká. Can he finish? And he's really put himself on the line here. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I know I'm going to be accused of positional bias here, Peter, but I genuinely have been very impressed with Oscar Mingueza. The way he's used adversity, and he's had to restart pretty much and develop his all-round game. We all know he's great on the ball and playing out from the back, but he's now getting stronger in terms of his positional sense and his intelligence to read the game in general.
I'm thinking the same. He will be... It's a mighty effort! In he goes again! Goal! Manchester United! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
After 13 minutes is number 24, Andrei Shevchenko. Andrei Shevchenko. Andrei Shevchenko.
Manchester United break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. That has been slung wide. Played in, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. First quarter of an hour gone. Costa Curta makes the interception. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Vigo finding their passes. Cannavaro. Manchester United are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Cannavaro.
Bullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Can he get it through? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pass is just off target. So what can they make of this? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, can he get onto this? Kaka, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Kaka. At best. Half an hour played now. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has not gone well. Iniesta. And it's Hullet. Costa Curta. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's intervened well there. He gets big! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Iniesta. And it's Kaka. That's Thuram. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Played in deep.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Aspas. Showing great feet there. Now it's Aspas. And he's picked it up out wide.
2 added minutes
Pitches
has
it
been
off him.
indicated.
That's going up front in a hurry. And it's Hullet. Iniesta conjures time and space where few can. And they can counter here. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Today's match are now available.
Manchester United in control at half-time, 2-0.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
That gets things going for the second half. Out to the left it goes. Now, can they get him away? Aims beyond the defence. Takes a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Good ball, good take. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Vigo couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He has found the way through. And Shevchenko! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
A case now of complete control. Mingueza looks to get on the end of this. Best. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's good pressure, good intensity. Shevchenko! Iago Aspas.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Spread it left. Moriba. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Substitution in progress.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Iniesta. Now it's Servi. This looks promising. No, again there's no way through. Pullet goes on a run down the left wing. Iniesta. And it's Kaka. Best. Tries a measured ball. Shapes to shoot! It's there! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
It's become a case of men against boys. Oscar Mingueza. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Knocks it into space. Best. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Substitution.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Servi. Tries to play it, and the shot! It's hit the upright. And they've got rid. Great vision. Can he latch on to this? It's gone for a throw-in. Vigo making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And it's Shevchenko. Vieira. Ilaix Moriba. Now this could be a chance. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's nice.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they've got a throw. Looks to the other side. Marcos Alonso. Now it's Servi. Nicely weighted ball. That's really well cleared. Rijkaard. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Showing good feet. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Iniesta. And there's a searching pass. And the flag has stayed down. And the cutback. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Opts for safety. No unnecessary... So that's it. It is all over. Manchester United really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Shevchenko on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Manchester United definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
On your children during the match at all times.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So it's away we go then.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward and
Vinicius Junior! Oh no, this does not look good. Looking for the run. Rodri. Matheus Cunha. He's a sharp little ball here. Rodri. Koundé. Tries to play it through. João Neves. Schmeichel claims comfortably. He's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And a chance! Best pass somewhat off target. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Ronaldo. Jimenez gets a foot in here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tries a shot! Goal! Lyon! And Lyon are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Lyon are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, easy pickings there. Matheus Cunha. Knocks it into space.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That is a brilliant interception.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rodri. Koundé. And it's Neves. Now it's João Pedro. Almost half an hour in now. Now Van Dijk. And it's Udogi. Gabriel Jesus. Vieira. Matheus Cunha. Rijkaard. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Doku. João Pedro. And he's managed to get free. Vinicius Junior. Seedorf. The message is clear. None shall pass. Best. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he was quick to react. Short changes him with that pass. Cristiano Ronaldo, and the shot! In he goes again! He's got a goal! They
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Goes for a shot! Goal! Leon! And again they hit the front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Messi. Matheus Cunha.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's a little off target. Rodri. Matheus Cunha. And that has left him in a heap. Works it forward. And he was alert to it. And the whistle goes for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well timed, excellent interception. That has been cut short. Well, that pass isn't the best. Matheus Cunha. Vinicius Junior. Threads one in. Oh, important interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He won't be happy with that one. And that is a little undercooked. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Matheus Cunha. And it's Udogi. Aims beyond the defence. Ambitious ball here. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he's quick to snatch it back. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And one more try! He's scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
And now he has 2. So the lead now is 2.
You could certainly...
Big chance! Loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 17. Numero 4. Messi. Numero 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 19.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Cambio di giocatori.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Mbappe. That has ended up in no man's land. Van Dijk goes back to front. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot, surely! Goal! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Lyon take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is...
Real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. It's just beyond his reach. Just about up to 75 minutes. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, what a mistake! Decent chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
David is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
João Neves. And it's Rodri. Oh, well played, well played. Mbappe. Pull it. He's onside. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's a promising position. Looking for options for movement. Spread neatly. That's a shade optimistic. Rodri. João Neves. Lyon looking to pass their way through. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That looks a cracking ball. Pass is just off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
David. Rafinha. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Thuram. Udogi. Looking to play him in. The ball goes for the shot! And with that, the final whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Milan desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So that's got things underway.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
Pass just lack. Kochu! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Yamal. And Zanetti. Threads one in. Kochu. Chance to deliver. He rises! Goal! PSV! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Saliba. Eze turns back here, probably the best option. Saliba. Kochu. Zanetti. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Played in. He's got tall. No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
And it's Eze. He's got away. Eze! Oh, it's come off the upright. This looks promising. Takes a shot! And the counter is on. And this is Ronaldo. Gets a good foot in there. The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Eze unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Eze gets into some space. PSV finding their passes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's going to go a long way.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Eze is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. In with the challenge. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And it's Eze. Eze puts his foot on the gas. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the shot! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
He can run onto that. Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Zanetti, and he's whipped it across, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And they win it back again. Eze. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's being urged to shoots! He's missed, but not by that far. PSV with the corner, they're first. Milan are looking to go forward now. And it's Eze. Played into space. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Knocks it into space. Rijkaard cuts it out. More and more pressure on the ball here. Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, what has happened here? Cross to the back post. Climbs up big! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Ronaldo does really well there. He is strong. Zanetti. Yamal. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Eze shapes to shoot!
PSV have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8, Ronaldinho. Numero 20. Lasciano il campo.
And the action is back on the way.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's away. Now, can he find a finish? He's looking wide. That ball looks a good one. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Zanetti, the man synonymous with solidity. Well, that looks a decent ball. No, it's come to nothing. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And he's there to retrieve it. He's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. It's a mighty effort! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Zanetti. Milan still behind thanks to that solitary strike. that is a brilliant interception. Wriggles his way through, looking for options for movement. Played in deep. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And this is Ronaldo. He's beaten them. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. It's their second corner of the game. And that has sent him sprawling.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question...
Bullish header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Yamal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So what can they make of this? It's played through for him. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
It's played in here. Yeah.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
PSV appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Cannavaro makes the interception. That'll be a throw. Not the most convincing of passes. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Oh, he's found support out wide. Ronaldo gets flagged offside.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Raul. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Opts for safety. Saliba. And it's Kukçu. Tries to play it through. And a chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Raul aims beyond the defence. Tries a shot! No mistake! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me...
A header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Nicely weighted ball. What a throw in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And that has put paid to that. Kukçu. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, shooting chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Lamine Yamal just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Zanetti, that's been drilled in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in...
Milan desperately need a performance here. Fail in their mission and they are going down. They'll throw the kitchen sink at it, no doubt, but will it be enough? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Milan, real chance!
Goal! PSV! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see.
Chance for a shot! He scores! Two, and we've barely begun here. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
PSV are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touch.
He's had a shot! Stelia! That is fantastic! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Robertson. Now it's Raul.
Such good technique.
He is through here. Now it's Berbatov. Takes the shot. And how did he not make it 4?
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Great defending, strong and determined. Robertson. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia goes on a charge down the left. He's got away. First quarter of an hour gone. Not the most accurate pass. Spread it left. Kvaratskhelia. Can he finish? Now, how often do you see that?
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And it's Iniesta. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, nicely intercepted. Milan already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Robertson.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Threads one in, and Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Olise looking to get on the end of this. Now it's Pele. That has been cut short.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he shoots!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
PSV clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Nicked it back promptly. Doué! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Pele. He's a sharp little ball here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That has not gone well. Baresi. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. It's a pretty loose pass.
PSV have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Kvaratskhelia, very much a man of this moment. Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Berbatov. And he's in on goal. Looking for options for movement. Now that's well seen too. Serginho, pass somewhat off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That looks a decent ball. Now it's Berbatov. And Berbatov! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
This possibly the last play of the half. And it's been taken short. Lahm does well to get it back. And the half-time whistle goes. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Substitution in progress.
And the action is back on the way. Milan changed their lineup for the second half. A reaction, no doubt, to the... Chance! And it's come back out to him. He's scored! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? He's got two! Goal! Milan! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And now he has 2. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! A massive step, a huge step out of trouble. They are level. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always...
And the finish! They've scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The goal scorer for Milan. After 50.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Milan desperately need a performance here. Fail in their mission and they are going down. They'll throw the kitchen sink at it, no doubt, but will it be enough? Well, they do say all roads lead to Rome, and perhaps it's also true to add that all Roman roads lead to the Olimpico. This gargantuan amphitheatre rarely fails to deliver, certainly when it comes to providing sporting entertainment of the highest order. And already we're underway here. Milan come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. And there's the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Thuram tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. It's Luis Suarez! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Cannavaro makes the interception. Tries to play it through. Del Piero, and he's managed to get free. Now it's Pedri. Puyol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pass somewhat off target. Davids, and here's Del Piero. Puyol gives no quarter whatsoever. And the pass is intercepted. Cristiano Ronaldo is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Cannavaro.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Del Piero picks it up out wide. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Kaka. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Pele. Kaka. Out to the right. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. And here's Suarez. Oh, super ball. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pass is just off target. Kaka conjures time and space where few can. Aims beyond the defence. He's got away. Brilliantly cut out. Iniesta. No, that's been intercepted. Pedri. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Cannavaro. Can he get it through? Lahm. He's picked his way through. Oh, well played. Pedri. Kaka. Now it's Nedved. Now it's Kaka. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Pedri. Kaka. This might... And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. A case now of complete... Luis Suarez!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Some resolute defending there. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Kaká showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! No, not quite.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. He has found the way through. He's had a shot! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. No foul, says the referee. It's come to nothing. Well, that pass isn't the best. Serginho.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Milan would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 23. Viene sostituito con il...
So off we go once more. Milan decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
There's a sharp little ball here. No, again there's no way through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Serginho, nicely weighted ball. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Del Piero. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Pedri. Milan different to some extent this half. Tries a shot! It's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
It's become a case of men against boys. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Iniesta. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance, surely! Goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Ha segnato al 60° minuto, numero 10. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7. Numero 2.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Numero 21.
They're still trying to make a game of this.
Lasciano il campo per
Kaká.
il
Oh,
numero
this is a
5.
terrific run.
Il numero 3.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Luis Suarez is having a shot! He has done it! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Good read, needed to be. And the shot! He's got a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Played out to the left flank. Kaká. Well timed, excellent interception. We have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Suarez. Threads one in. Knocks it into space. That's been slipped through. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Kaká. Oh, that's fabulous. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chiellini. And it's Pedri. Now it's Kaká. And that's a chance for a shot! It's there! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
How many? Just how many? And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Yeah, we can all be guilty of losing ourselves in games like this, Peter, but really, that's the last thing you want.
Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That ball looks a good one. Thuram cuts out the pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Header! Kaká. Milan do look all but down. This is them in a nutshell. Lack of quality at either end, and the outcome. Del Piero! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20. Kaká. Lascia il campo per il numero 8. Ronaldinho.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Milan are looking to go forward now. And it's made its way to Inzaghi! Keeper always had the measure of that. And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Up he goes! And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shapes to shoot! He scores! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Looking to play him in. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Lovely, now it's Inzaghi! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, that's nice. Koku. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Inzaghi! Oh, terrific save. And that is that. It's the day when it all caught up with them. The whole season has been a campaign of... So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Kukçu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely weighted ball. Simons, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And the finish! Andrei Shevchenko, formidable, truly formidable. He's got himself an absolute peach. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So, a breakthrough already. And we have our very first corner. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Now this could be a chance. Back into the middle. Thinks about the shot, and he shoots! He has done it! And they're at it again, in double quick time! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Not the most accurate pass. That's an imaginative pass. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nice looking ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in. Shot could... Oh, shooting chance! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they're quick to get it back. And this is Shevchenko. He's got away. And he's cut it out. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he cuts out the supply. He's a sharp little ball here. The ball goes in. Oh, smashing header! Oh, brilliant save.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
That is a brilliant interception. He's having a shot! Great football, shot and save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Right, Shevchenko. That's been slipped through. Well-timed, excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Martinelli. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Thailand clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Now that's well seen too. Martinelli providing an outlet on that flank. Lampard. Badiashile. Bellanova spots it and intercepts. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Cannavaro. Kukcu. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Takes a shot! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
2 added minutes
Oh,
have
what
been
a
indicated.
collide! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Engages and forces him off the ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pass somewhat off target. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Chelsea very much in control here, 3 up and cruising.
Substitution for Thailand. Number 10, Mbappe. Number 41, Esteban.
Whistle goes,
Number
and
15,
we start the second half.
Bellanova. Coming on the field.
In with the
number 7,
challenge.
Rashford.
Chelsea do
Number
look as though they've
20,
made a half-time
Doku.
change here.
I'll be
Number
fascinated to
24,
see how the change now affects their overall
Substitution.
strategy.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, nicely intercepted. But that has not gone well. Oh, that's a key interception. Cannavaro. Can he get it through? Doku has it out wide and in space. And here's Martinelli. Pulisic. Oh, important interception. Pull it. It's a pretty loose pass. And back to the goalkeeper. Makalele. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's Hullet. He can run onto that. Oh, this is a great... And the shot! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Thailand have the... And he's had a hit! What a hit! The save was firm.
Makalele clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. Oh, that's a fine interception. Rashford. Makalele is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's been cut out, well played. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Jackson. And he was quick to react. Martinelli might just make this. Now it's Rashford. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, good taken. Simmons! Chelsea do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now, can they get him away? And he's intervened well there. Badiashile cuts it out, knocks it into space, and he's worked it through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's quick to snatch it back. It's played through for him. Chance! He scores! Oh, offside.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Now he's off and running. Now it's Jackson. Great vision. Spread out to the left. He has found the way. He's had a shot! And he hits the net. As simple as you like. The outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh no, he's got that wrong. Tries to play it through. Can he latch on to this? Doku. Good read, needed to be. And a chance! He scores! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Thailand get themselves back into contention.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. He's not got that quite right. That has not gone well.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot a goal! And it's in! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
That has been cut short. Can he get on the end of this? Rashford, great chance! And it's come back out to him. Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
No way through. Threads one in, and there's green grass ahead of him. Shoots! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the Real.
And time is up. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card, so overall I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Major stations.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy Saka, I've been praising since day one. Someone who...
He gets big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Just eases him off the ball. Looking for the run, and it's been played through. Vinicius Junior. Saliba, played back to the goalkeeper. And he was quick to react. That has been cut short. Zubimendi, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Saka going face-to-face with his great rival.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Valverde couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Ødegaard. And it's made its way to him. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Madueke receives it in a wide position. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Timber. Mosquera. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Can he get it through?
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
This looks promising.
Ødegaard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Ødegaard. Mbappe. Turns back here, probably the best option. Swung over. Now that's well seen too. Looking for options for movement, and he's intervened well there. Saka. It's a pretty loose pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He can get that clear. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Spread it left. Saka has it out wide and in space. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. The pass has gone astray. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And this is Kane. Rudiger. Vinicius Junior. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Madueke, he's picked his way through. Courtois claims comfortably.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Aimed beyond the defence. Bellingham. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And it's Timber. Madueke. Timber. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has not gone well. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Ødegaard providing an outlet on that flank. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Oh, Red, nice interception. Courtois. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
Here we go again.
Substitutions taking place.
Both sides defensively robust up to now. That's a shade optimistic.
Saka really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That's a throw. He's had it taken off him. Mbappe. Now it's Saka. Nicely weighted ball.
Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Great vision. He's in a great position here. Shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Arsenal with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Knocks it into space. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Tries to play it through. Can he latch on to this? Oh, important interception. And it's Rice.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to pass it through. Threads one in. Ball swung in. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, good spread. Can he get onto this? And he's made sure that's not getting through. Ødegaard. Valverde. That's been cut out, well played. Mendy spots it and intercepts. Timber. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pass somewhat off target. Tries a deft little ball. It could Bellingham! Off the post! He's got away with one there. And that's gone loose. Spread out to the left. Saka is onto it in a flash. Now it's Kane. No, that was never going to make it. Chouameni.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. There's a sharp little ball here, played back in. Short changes him with that pass. That's a delicate pass. Rice. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Madueke tries a cross.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Raya punts it upfield. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And there goes the final whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Prachuap have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front.
Chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Another chance from a corner. And we have our very first corner. Beckham with the short one. Now it's Beckham, played in deep. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Beckham to take it as usual. Has a shot! Brilliant save from Buffon! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Now it's Beckham. In towards the back. Oh, what a climb! Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Rice gets over and intercepts. Aims beyond the defence. Ambitious ball here. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And he cuts out the supply. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries to pass it through. Threads one in. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the counter is on. First quarter of an hour gone. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos drives forward on the overlap. Big header! Really well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
Prachuap grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect.
That's clear cut. It's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Decent hit from there. still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He's got away. Oh, he's been flattened there. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Rashford. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Now, who's going to be first to this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross the rises! They've done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Certain, searing and imperious.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nicely aimed pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And here's Kane. Edmilson. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Yamal. No, that's been intercepted. Maguire makes the interception. Rashford. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well timed, excellent interception. That has been slung wide. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. That's a good ball out wide. Knocks it into space. Nice interception, well timed. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. That's a cute ball. Good ball over the top. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Araujo cuts out the pass. Tries to play it through.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's an excellent interception. Luis Suarez. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's superb. He is Kane! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
A quick reminder today that
and we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Beckham. Oh, easy pickings there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Kane! Oh, split-second reaction.
Kane is offering a wry smile there.
So their fourth corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold. He's tried one! In he goes again! Oh, that was no routine save.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Roberto Carlos, and he's managed to get free. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Great chance! And again! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Kane duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Number 20.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Prachuap go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
And he's had a hit! It is a very, very good save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Roberto Carlos. He can run onto that. And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
Prachuap grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Beckham is behind this one.
Well, to be honest, he thrives on this type of opportunity.
Beckham! David Beckham! An individual masterpiece! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
After 65 minutes.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
David Beckham.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Played through into space. Back into the middle. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Roberto Carlos, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Some really good ball movement. Oh, he's found support out wide. Terrific header! Oh, off the bar! It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Prachuap got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. And this is Neymar. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's being urged to shoot. Yamal. Can he spark a counter here?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Prachuap clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Decent chance! Oh, taken with style! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
After 79 minutes.
And yes, it's him again.
Luis Suarez.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Nicely weighted ball. Rice. Great vision. And he's worked it through. Rashford! Sensational from Rashford! A finish of true class! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Prachuap are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Iniesta. And he's forced to go back. And it's Iniesta. And it's Beckham. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? It's a promising position. That could spell trouble. Quality ball. Now it's Luis Suarez. Maguire. Looking for the run. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Luis Suarez! Now that was quite some save. And now a sudden chance to counter.
6 added minutes.
Thiago kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! And it's in!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
The goal scorer for Barcelona, number 10.
Barcelona have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Can he get it through? A probing pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, smashing header! That's another chance! Mateus.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Beckham. Now, can they get him away? He's through here. Picked out brilliantly. And he shoots! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Barcelona desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Kaká.